Alright everyone, today we are going to jump back into the Bitcoin and crypto price action overall, and we got some really exciting stuff going on when we are looking at the charts, such as finally breaking out outside of this range. Not the most violent breakout so far over here on Bitcoin, but we are seeing a lot of altcoins start to go parabolic because we broke through a very, very important level when it comes to that, and I do think at this point it is nearly confirmed that at least the base case is going to play out. At least we're going to all-time highs, and there is even the more bullish case of that 4-year cycle actually playing out, where we do have a blow-off top through 2025. But I am going to caution that. I'm going to say recession is actually for 2025, and we're going to have our blow-off top sooner rather than later, going into the end of this year. Maybe we last till the beginning of 2025, but we'll see. We'll have to play that day by day. Let's talk about what we're seeing on the chart, though, and that is that we have made the higher high. We now have a wick that goes above $65,000. This is the structural change we needed to see on the charts to give us that confirmation that we would start hunting for all-time highs next, and we could go pretty quick up into that level if we are going to start squeezing shorts. We are above this value area low now, backtesting that as support. If support can hold here, our next target would be these value area highs. These are fixed range volume profiles of previous ranges. If we look at the more current range, though, you can see we still have quite a bit to go until we reach our next big volume level at around 66,800, and right now we are swing failing liquidity, if anything. So we have gotten above this high, but we did fail it momentarily. So let's see if this is a back test, a bearish back test of this level after the swing failure pattern. That could be a bearish setup, but the higher high does tell us that we should be expecting a higher low. So if this is to actually bearishly swing fail, get back below volume, yes, we're probably going to pull back a bit, but that's nothing to worry about because the higher high would signal we're probably going to be holding a higher low, and I would expect to at least hold the golden pocket within here. Probably more likely the 0.5 though, or 382, where we do have higher volume. So don't be surprised if we get something like that to sweep out this range, right? Because I'm sure there's a lot of positions that opened up within this range. They're probably not going to get away with it, but they might. We might see Bitcoin just continue to march on up here. We look at the volume. You can see a very nice back test on this big point of control. Like I said earlier, we're back above the value area low there, and on the daily time frame you can just clearly see Bitcoin is showing a lot of strength right now. There's a lot of momentum, and now that we have this macro structural change, could be a lot of money put in that sends us straight up to all-time highs, and then that's where we got to be cautious, right? Let's see what happens when we get up here. I expect a bit of a swing failure pattern where we do have a deviation outside the range after backtesting the highs, which gets everyone super bullish. This is used as exit liquidity. We fell back under the range. This is your sign that you're about to enter the bear market, and then we do roll over from there. But only time will tell. I'm not trying to predict the future. We'll take that day by day. There is the chance, even within the next 2 months, we could launch all the way up to maybe $100,000 or so, and then have our distribution up here before entering the bear market, and this could all happen in this exact same time frame. So that's why we just got to take price day by day, and the time frame's likely not to play out how I think it is either. I thought the top would already have been in. I've been thinking left translated cycle, but the Fed did push out their rate cuts until September. They were supposed to do it earlier, so that kind of pushed out when I think the top is coming in. But now that they have cut rates, I do think, sooner rather than later. Election season makes a lot of sense, probably in the next couple of months, maybe into early 2025. But enough speculation there. Let's talk about what is really exciting that is going on right now. We jump over to total 3, and you can see the $620 billion market cap level has been broken. This is the value area low of our previous bull market cycle. Back in 2020, we had a lot of volume that found wick lows at this level, and now that we have gotten above this, we have clear support that should be held. If this can hold as support, our next target is going to be all the way up at around $1 trillion market cap at the value area high. You could say point of control, though. There's a big point of control that comes around right within here. If we pull another fixed range volume profile of the last bull market cycle, you can see value area low, point of control, value area high, right? There's a lot of these levels within here. It's kind of arbitrary where you want to pull them. So we could go ahead and put some new levels in here, because why not? All right, we can just throw these 3 within here. The $620 billion market cap is the clear value area low. That one's been respected the best, but I don't mind putting in some more just so we can watch these levels as well. So let's see if we can get back above both of these volume levels within here, and then your next target's going to be much higher up, and this is where your altcoin season is going to happen. As soon as we can break through this stuff, then yeah, you're going to go pretty parabolic, and we got some really exciting times ahead of us. As we talked about, this stuff happens quick. We look at the last altcoin season, it only lasted about 3 months throughout this range here, so I do expect a similar thing, a very quick 3-month period of euphoria in the markets, and then that's where we land up here at the end of election season, and that's where the final top does come in. But who knows, maybe we do actually run the highs all the way into a true parabola, a true super cycle kind of deal, and we go into price discovery here on total 3. But overall, on the local time frame, this is what we wanted to see. This is extremely bullish for us, and you can see that playing out in the markets where you are seeing 10, 20, 30% day over day on a lot of coins in the market right now, and I do expect that to continue and that to accelerate as we do start escaping out of these value area lows and hunting towards at least a new yearly high on total 3. So yeah, we're definitely in a bit of an altcoin season, but of course you got to be in the right place. Not everything is going to be performing how you want it, and not everything goes at the same time, so just keep that in mind. Let's look at the Russell 2K, because this was a little bit more bearish in yesterday's video, and we still have not gotten above the point of control, so we definitely need this to flip into support, but we are starting to show strength here. We got a nice green day here on the daily time frame. You can see the 4-hour has already tested it and wicked above. Now that the market has closed, we haven't really closed above it, but that's nothing to worry about. All we need to do is open up tomorrow and get back above real quickly. That's nothing really to worry about. This definitely could be a back test of point control. This could just be a deviation to the downside, back test, and then go. So the Russell is looking a little bit better than it was in yesterday's video, and we now have a clear sign of relief here, a clear level that could be held. We look over here at the S&P 500. Another day, we're getting another all-time high over here, so that's really good to see. So yeah, you can't complain when the S&P is continuing up into price discovery, and I do think Bitcoin is going to play a pretty big catch-up game where it is going to fly all the way back up to all-time highs and start getting into price discovery as well very, very soon here. But as always, just stay vigilant. We could expect a pullback here. This is a swing failure of these highs, so we'll see if that can get reclaimed. I think it makes a lot of sense for Bitcoin to hunt straight up to all-time highs, and I also think it makes a lot of sense to do a bit of a retracement before ripping on up to all-time highs. So don't be too surprised of either situation, but we can be more confident now that after this higher high, the chances are we are going to have a structural change. Even in your more bearish situation, we should be holding higher lows, and we should be marching up into all-time highs for Bitcoin. So that is really awesome to see. But if you have any questions about anything I talked about, or just want to join the community for this channel, link to my Discord is in the description down below. Also have a VIP Discord down there that is specifically for leveraged trading, and it's specifically to help you guys learn how to leverage trade. It is not a signals group, so if you're interested, click that second link, read more about it, decide for yourself if you think it's worth the money or not. Also down there are my exchange partners. They all offer their own perks and benefits and exclusive bonuses and rewards to those of you that use my referral link to sign up. So don't miss out on that. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.